Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today. Guess what I'm back with? More orb, you guys. I am scared and genuinely not looking forward to what is going to happen. Right. Before I get into it, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know exactly what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. You get to tune in and watch me see this early, all this torture and all this good stuff. So I'm sending you those big old hugs, of course. If you're joining me on the YouTubes, thank you for being here. I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me in my channel a whole lot. Another thing that helps me out a lot is if you check out the link to my Patreon. It's going to be in the description down below. You get full length, early access, uncut content going back years now. All different kinds of anime, all different kinds of shows. I hope you'll check it out, and thank you in advance for that. Alright guys, as you know from last time, as I was trying to keep Netflix from opening the next episode, I did see the imprint of the first scene that we're going to be checking out today, and yeah, it did not look good. It did not look good. I don't want to see it. Don't want to do it. But there is a lot to talk about last episode. For one thing, a few of you called out this interesting I kind of was thinking it, but I wasn't sure if maybe it was supposed to be a reference to something we'd already seen. But you know, excuse me, we had that whole dream sequence with Oxy. I think it was in the previous episode, where they're in this tower, and apparently that can be interpreted as kind of a reference to the Tower of Babel from the Bible, which I think is interesting, and you guys thought was interesting too. I think we all think it's interesting. And yeah, so basically what we learned last time, we did get a little bit more insight into Oxy's motivations, I guess. I think there were some motivations he wasn't even aware of in terms of like just being able to, you know, which makes sense considering his whole dialogue with Badeni about like, you know, this should all be kind of out in the open. We should be able to debate it, critique it, you know, in terms of like the theory. But it also kind of makes sense if you're talking about just any piece of knowledge. We should all, there should be access to, you know, any kind of, I guess, discovery, any kind of something, you know, it shouldn't all be kind of controlled by one group or one person or one party. And there is a freedom in, you know, being able to have access, I guess. I don't know if I'm wording it very well, but I guess it went even just a little bit beyond, you know, the power of hope, you know, hope that Earth is not really this horrible waiting room for heaven, but that there is like even more in his motivations than that. So we learned that. We also learned a little bit about Nowak that I thought was really interesting, which is he was like genuinely having, I mean, that is interesting because when we first met him, I kind of thought like, oh, he's, you know, he's employed by the church. He's a former mercenary. He's just doing, like, I don't think he really cares about what he's doing. He's just kind of doing his thing. And I don't think that anymore. I think he genuinely, you know, I'm sure there's a practical aspect of it that he wants to kind of be on the right side of this so that he can protect his family and everything. But I think he genuinely does believe in what he's doing and believes that, you know, why would there be all these new heretics? Like, what is there something in the water? Like, is it, why? And kind of missing the point that, like, if there's an unusual amount of new heretics that don't really seem like there's anything wrong with them, the problem's not with the heretics, probably. You probably need to look a little bit deeper at your own stuff. But of course, you know, you couldn't think that. So that was an interesting scene with Nowak and Oxy. And of course the just gut punch reveal that after all this, Badeni did not even get away. But there is still hope, because I think there's possibility that he did not really get rid of all the research. I have 2 theories. It was brought to my attention. It was brought back to my attention because I did kind of call this out when it first happened. I'm like, what is going on there? We had that scene where Badeni handed over, I don't know what he did. He was like, I need your help with something, to one of the beggars that Oxy was helping. And now I'm wondering, and I wondered when we first saw that, I'm like, is he going to try to just like distribute this to the common folk, which I know goes against everything we've heard him say. But what if he had a change of heart, and what if he decided, like, you know, if stuff really goes sideways and this is out in the open, we are spreading this among so many people are aware of it now, and the wheels are turning now. You know, you can't kill everybody. You can't just take in everybody as a heretic. Like, you'd have nobody left to go to your church. You'd have nobody left. You'd have no more community, you know? It's one thing to try and, like, play whack-a-mole with, like, you know, even if it's an increasing number of heretics, it's still kind of like isolated cases. But once that gets out in the open, that, like, it's gonna spread, you know, like that. Even if people don't believe it, it's like flypaper. It's out there. You know what I mean? Like, once it's out there, it's out there. So that's one of my theories. The other theory was that maybe he left it with Jolenta as insurance, because there's no way Nowak would go after his own daughter. At least I hope there's not. I really think that that would be like the stopping point of this whole thing, that if he found out Jolenta was in on it, he would have to, you know, call a halt to all of it, because he's not going to let any of them, like, nobody's going to go after Jolenta, you know what I mean, on his watch. Whether or not Oxy and Badeni are really going to benefit from that, I don't know. I think it might be too late for Oxy and Badeni. I don't know. I just don't want to watch them get, I don't know. I don't know anything. I need a drink. No, there's no alcohol in here, although I wish there was. Because I'm going to need some. I'm going to need a drink by the time this is over. No, it's just water. Just trying to stay hydrated for all those tears I'm going to lose. I do have tissues. I brought tissues. They're not in the sad unicorn, though. They're just in a regular tissue box. But, guys, I just, like, I feel like I'm just, like, trying to drag myself towards watching. I really don't. I want to know what happens, but, like, I really don't want to. All right. Whatever. It's whatever. Without further ado, let's jump into the next episode of Orb. Let's do this. No. No. No! Oh, God, no. Oh, my Lord. No! Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. The thing is, though, I can't. Oh, please don't. Oh, okay. Can we. Oxy. Oh, Oxy. He's so wonderful. Why does this have to happen to him? No, he's gonna prolong it because he knows he can break you down. That's how torture works. You just break somebody down. Yeah, there's also that. It's personal. Oh, and this was like, is that true? Even this monk is like, sir? Oh, Oxy, I don't, No. Oh, dear God. Okay, I don't know. I'm not watching the next part. I'm not doing it. No. Nope. You could tell me what happened. I can't do it. Oh, God, they're just going to keep it going. What? No! Oh, Oxy, I can't. You have the absolute absurd level of stones to not demo me after that. No. No, I should put whiskey in here. I should put whiskey in here. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I just... That's true, though. I think he is... I think it is personal for him. And the fact that even the person with the monk with him would be like, this seems like it's a little too far. And I'm so glad Badeni put that in the person's head, because maybe, I don't think anyone could really stop Nowak is the thing. But Nowak, ordinarily I'd say he's a worker drone, and he's not going to kind of like do anything. I mean, it's crazy to say, but what he would consider to be excessive, because he's just doing his job. But now it's so personal. I don't know. Oh, God. I just thought, there's got to be only like 20 minutes left now. I could do it for 20 minutes. I could do it for 20. I also noticed that scene now with the tower. I didn't really notice that before. There's a lot of things that, and there's a lot of things that I think we still haven't seen in the intro. So, oh God. Oh. No. And this monk, the one who's holding him, is like, I don't even like this. Like, we left that behind so long ago, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, there's clearly so much more going on. Yeah, we've already determined that this is... Oh, God! No. Oh, and nobody knows this better than Badeni. Oh, God, no. No. If you think I'm watching this, no. Badeni. Oh, good Lord. Is he gonna... Oh, I really don't even... He's... Oh, God. I can't do this. They've been through so much. This was so meaningful for both of them. And he's thinking back to his own eye incident, of course. Oh, no. I keep... Okay. Who did you give them to? Are they? Oxy came in here knowing what would happen to him too, but still. I mean, Nowak just seems like he just really wants this done too. Like, he's like, why? For once, I just want the heretics to stop coming. Of course, then he'd be out of a job, but. And you know that firsthand. Please tell me he also like put it out into the public too or something. Or left something with somebody. He was a child. Well, did you mention the fact that he was 12? Even Badeni's like, that's freaking crazy that you would go after a 12-year-old. And also the kind of... Because didn't he even say when he was looking at some of the documents? Aww. Awful. God, this is so... Please tell me, like, we're gonna have a win at some point, because this is so freaking depressing. Oh. Oh, honey. Oh, Oxy. So... It is a little surprising. Or did he? I mean, he did, but was that really them? When it came to it, he just couldn't. Because he knows firsthand that pain. He didn't want to see his friend go through it, whether they're going to die or not. Alright. There's no way that that was just all the info. Guess what? He was a small child. He's right. A kid dreaming that big totally adds up. I don't want to watch him get burned. He left them with somebody else. Okay. It's either Jolenta or the beggar. Or maybe both. Okay. Huh? Oh! But wait, he set fire to his diary, didn't he? It's all in there, though. What are you saying? But if you plant the idea in somebody's head... He put the diary in the hands of the... Yeah, just the idea of it. He put the diary in the hands of the beggar, and it's gonna spread. And once the idea spreads... That's the thing. Nobody's gonna know. It's like it goes against everything he said. At the end of the day, it might really go down in history one way or another. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Oh god. No. Oh, they're gonna are they gonna oh my god. What are we doing? They're gonna no. Guys, I'm begging you, let me skip this. We really don't even, wow, it's like half a hope, not even a, but it's still hope. He gave him that at the end of his life. Yeah, they're standing before an entrance again. You know what? I honestly believe that if you're trying to spread the truth, you know what I mean? It looks like they are leaving this world with some hope, you know? God. Oh, he can look up at the stars. What did I say? I said that he would be looking up at the stars when he died. I called that. Oh, I don't want to see this. Don't show it. Do what you do with Raphael and just cut away. Just cut away. I don't want to see. And we're passing it on again. And only this time, the chances are so small But there's still hope. Every single person along the way. I like how they're just doing like the highlight reel of it. And they're just looking up at the sky, the last thing they'll see. Especially for Oxy, that's just so meaningful because he couldn't even look at them. And now he can look at them and see the beauty and see literal heaven before him. You know? When they call it the heavens, it's like, this must be what they're referring to. Oh. Oh, God. Just don't show it, okay? I already know. Just don't show it. I don't want to see it. Just don't make me see it, please. Oh. Oh, it's really over. Oh. So they didn't burn them alive. They hung them first, which I get the feeling with Raphael they were just gonna burn him alive. Oh God! Oh, how? Oh, don't you cheat me after you show me the bloody instrument. You know what? I'm so sad that they're gone. I don't know why I thought maybe there was a chance. But think about what you're doing, though. Think about what you're really doing. Like, that feeling. No. See, no, you can't just put that on another person. You can't just put that on another person and be like, oh, hey, we're just the ones. Oh, Jolenta. Oh, no, I don't want to know what's going to happen when Jolenta finds out. I don't want to know what's going to happen. I still just can't believe they're gone. I don't know why. Ah, that's probably a good thing. She had never had any clue what he even did. And here she is. Oh, God. What? What do you mean they're hoping to speak with her? Not in a professional sense, I hope. But they know now that she has something to do with. So it's been 6 nights already. Oh, is she gonna find out what happened to them? No! I hate for her to find out like this. Buffy, no, don't you dare. He had already told her, just... If anything, she's got to... Being one of the only people that knows the truth, she's got to go on. Yeah, no. Deny, because she's now one of the only people left that knows. Maybe the only person. I don't know. Oh, God, I thought it was going to be Nowak. Oh, is this the guy? What's he going to do when he finds out that they took his daughter in? What? No, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, no. Whoa, my God. Okay, you know what? You know what? He's gonna bust in. Oh my god, like you can't win. You can't win. If you do everything right, you still can't win. So they're gonna make, oh guys, come on. You know what? Friendly monk, please consider what you're doing here. This is the same guy, right? That they said was, or am I, I don't know. Oh, God. There is no way. There is no way. Tell me we're not gonna, no, we're not gonna, you know what, guys? No. No. You already took Oczy and Badeni from me. You're not gonna torture Jolenta in front of me, please. Where is Nowak? This person's sick. Like, Nowak never really seemed into it. He was just like, we're gonna do what we have to do. No, I'm not, no. No. I knew something was gonna happen to Oczy and Badeni. I knew that. You're not, no! Oh, God, no. No. Oh, no. If Nowak comes in here and sees us, you guys, he's gonna lay waste to the whole place. Oh, I wish he would show up. For once in my life, I wish Nowak would show up. Because he would never, ever allow this. Oh, my God. You know, I wish they'd pull this person's teeth out. I really do. He's a jerk. He really is. Oh, God. Oh, no, it's not the blonde one. Is it the blonde one's definitely... No! Stop! No, because they're like, when you absolve yourself of any of the blame, you're like, I'm just following orders, I'm just doing whatever, that's, no. You can look in her eyes and do, no, you can't. Even you don't want to see her face. Oh, God. Oh, God, guys, I can't do this. I can't watch Jolenta. What? Is he trying to get rid of Nowak? It was all political! What a shock! Wait a minute! That... Oh my God, it was all political. Let her go. You know what you need to do. You cannot possibly look at this and be like, this is godly. He's gonna let her go! My good man! Let her go. She's already missing a tooth, the poor girl. Give her the tooth back. Maybe somebody can reattach it. I don't know if they can. Oh, he's gonna freaking let her go. Let her go. Honey, don't quit. Just run. Oh my God. Good man. I say this with all the sincerity in the world. God bless you. Seriously. I say it with all the sincerity in the world. Get the horse. Get on the horse. And GTFO. Oh, they're definitely gonna take it out on him. Oh, good man. Because it's the right thing to do. Because that voice in your, that conscience, that like... Yeah, you know what? Oh, but God almighty. I know. It was bad enough losing Oczy and Badeni. But I mean, if you really thought you were gonna throw Jolenta getting tortured on top of that. Okay, so Jolenta needs to go. to Nowak and they need to get out, because I wasn't really aware of just like how much he had it out for Nowak. Is Anthony the same one we saw last time that they were like, oh, that's the bishop's son, or am I thinking of somebody else? Because I thought that was the same guy, but I might be wrong. You know how I get with like, I get really confused. But in any case, he is a first-class a-hole, and I think somebody ought to take his teeth out, personally, and cheeks, and all the other crazy, horrible stuff they do on this show. Oh, guys, Oxy getting the... like, I knew it was coming because I saw the, like, image from the next episode last time, but just, I have so much I want to say about it, because... Badeni was very surprising in this, by the way. Oh, man. To think that so I don't even know how his journal made it out. Did he copy it? Did he not really burn it? Did he not let it burn all the way through? I don't know. But what's going to make it out, that's just, oh my God. Oh, guys. Oh. I knew it was coming. I knew they were going to die. I knew they must have to die. Like, there's no freaking way. Like, nobody escapes from that except for this time. Jolenta's, like, the only person I can think of that has actually, like, been approached for torture and made it out. And that is because of our friendly neighborhood monk, who I don't even know his name, but, like, truly, and I don't say this sarcastically like they said to Badeni when they were taking out his eye, like, God bless him. You know, that is what we need more of, okay? The people who stop and be like, I know what I believe, and what I'm seeing happen, and what I believe, this isn't matching up. It's not compatible. That's what we need. The problem is, I think there are an awful lot of people at this point who are more like the blonde monk, who are like, you know what? That's not up for me. That's not up to me to decide. Like, people higher up than me decide that. I just carry out what I'm told, etc., etc., etc. And you can see the road to, like, Nowak becoming so compartmentalized about the whole thing. It's like, I'm just a working stiff. I do my job. The one time it went a little further for him was when he thought they had gotten, which they did, get Jolenta involved. And, man, honestly, I'm so sad about what happened to Oxy and Badeni. But the only thing that could redeem Nowak for me is if he just turned completely on this entire organization and just burned, as we know it, this Anthony guy, all the corruption, all the stuff that's going on, and just, like, exposed it and went in there and just cleaned house of all the people who had harmed his daughter, except for I mean, even the blonde monk really didn't want to. I would just go after that one guy. If Nowak went in and figuratively burned this whole, like, kind of sub-operation going on that's purely political, that's just like the bishop doesn't like astronomy, and this Anthony guy just wants to elevate himself and everything, like, if he could just go in there and just, like, burn that to the ground, quite honestly, like, I'm not going to... It's weird to say that I would cheer for Nowak, but I would actually be on the side for that. I would actually be... But imagine what's going to happen if Nowak really feels the weight of, like, all those people I killed... That was all in vain. Like, that didn't need to be done. None of this was ever really... Because we know, I mean, none of this is, like, really historically accurate. I mean, except for just the fact that, like, heliocentrism was fought against by the church. They did consider anyone a heretic for thinking that. But then eventually, like, we've just all been on the same page about that for a very, very, very long time. So eventually they do accept it. So if we're to believe that, like, in this version of history. The only reason that they weren't on board with it was because of, like, only just the politics going on within, like, the higher-ups of the church. That would be absolutely crazy. And if he were to go in and just kind of, like, take down the people who were behind that, especially this Anthony guy, I don't know. I wouldn't be against that. Let's just put it that way. But having seen him torture Oxy, I don't think I can ever really be behind him. And it was personal in a way. It was like, you can't deny that it was personal. Even the monk who was with him could see it. And I just, there's a bunch of stuff. Okay, so that's just like coming right hot off the heels of the episode. That's my rant. I want to go back and talk about Oczy and Badeni because both of them just had such an incredible arc in this. And I'm sad to see it come to an end. I really am. I know there was no other way out. All signs were pointing to this. But I'm still just very, very sad to see them go. And I think that their final scenes were very... what a wrap-up of their characters. Because we have Badeni, who started out being very... just everything was for his glory. Everything was going to be... he was not going to put anyone else over for this. He didn't want to know about predecessors. He didn't care. You know, he wasn't caring about, like, well, who cares if a percentage really goes to this person or whatever. Like, who cares? And who cares? I don't want this to go on into anyone else's hands because I want it to be all about me. I want history to know my name, And I think that we end with him making sure that it was out there in one way or another, making sure that, and just like, it's so beautifully poetic because he didn't even, the whole thing with Oczy writing, he was like, this, you shouldn't even be writing about this. It's dangerous. Like, you shouldn't even be dabbling in anything academic. That's not for you. Every single thing that he thought he stood for, he ended up changing his position on, even if he wouldn't admit it in the end, even if he was like, well, they won't know my name and everything, but oh my God, I really feel like he and Oczy just changed each other in so many ways, and that's really beautiful, even if their ending was so grotesque and so sad and their lives were too short. There was something about the fact that they had known each other, even though it ended up getting both of them killed, they were different people when they died. And I think for the better. I know with Badeni, I think for the better. And I know with Oczy for the better too, because when we started his story, he couldn't even look up at the sky. And when he died and he was looking up at the sky, he saw hope. He saw the entrance to heaven. He knew that what they had done was the right thing. He knew that they weren't really heretics or, earning themselves a place in hell or anything. He was just like a totally different person. I feel like his perspective had changed so much. Both their perspectives had changed so much by the time they died that, like, it's still better that they went the path that they did, because they would have lived their whole lives, like Oczy in particular would have lived his whole life being terrified and just being anxious and just being, but it is so sad that they had to die the way that they did. Oh, I'm glad they didn't show it in too much detail, because man, those torture scenes were rough, you guys. They were really, really, really rough. Like, I knew we weren't going to have them around forever, but man, it's crazy. At the end of their story, what sticks with me isn't even the torture. It's really how much they changed each other. It's the place where they ended up, even though it led them to their deaths. And I think we've seen that quite a few times. I think that was very poignant that they would put on that highlight reel of like every single person who had passed this torch on. They died, but something had changed in them before they died that they wouldn't undo if they had the chance to. And that's why they were almost like happy to go out that way, because they knew they were part of something bigger. It's crazy. It's crazy that, like, I really thought I'd be crying over the torture here and not over kind of the beauty and what they found within themselves and within the world because of all of this. I think that's why I'm most surprised that I'm, like, sitting here crying. I really thought I'd be crying because, like, we had to watch Oxy get his cheeks torn out, which was also very awful. Oh my god, Badeni not wanting him to go through. I absolutely love what they did with Badeni here, because they never had him. He never acted out of character, like when you were seeing him in the moment, but you could tell through his actions how much he had changed. Leaving the diary with some of us. I guess maybe it was the beggar. I don't know. I guess maybe that was what happened in the scene with the beggar. He didn't really say, because I thought he had burned the diary, but apparently not. But, like, we have that. We have him not going through with the torture because he knew firsthand what it was like to lose an eye, or to have your eye maimed. Wow. That was everything I thought it was going to be, but it was also so much more, because they really did show me, I think, more of the beauty than the pain that they were feeling at the end. And I'm glad about that. It's just absolutely... Oh, and then to think that they thought they were going to throw in Jolenta torture on top of that, I don't freaking think so. So what do you I mean, you already know, but like, at this stage of the game, what did you really think was going to happen? Because, like, Jolenta's definitely going to go back to her dad, right? And be like, or is she just going to get the heck out of Dodge? She might just get the heck out of Dodge. I don't know. But I don't think I was aware. Like, they showed a little bit of tension before with Nowak, but, like, I don't think I was really fully aware of just, like, there were people really specifically targeting him. They wanted him out. And now we know, like, he's in trouble, too. And it's just, it's so sad and ironic that, like, he spent his whole career going after people because the church wanted him to. And now he is the one being not exactly targeted, but, like, yeah, they were after Jolenta to make sure that he was out. Of course, even that's all part of a bigger. It's really only because of his association with the bishop, and they want the bishop out, and it's a whole. It was all politics. It was all. I mean, it's really, we left behind the meaning in all of this a really long time ago. And, like, the brunette monk could see that so well. Even when people were telling him, like, nah, just go with it. He was like, I know what I believe, and I don't think it's this. He's a real one. And see, he's a good example of how, like, even amongst all the corruption and everything, there really are people who really thought they were out here doing the Lord's work. And until they realized they weren't. And they were like, I just don't see anything I believe in any of this. Wow. But, man, rest in peace, Oczy and Badeni. I knew as soon as I got captured, I'm like, okay, there's no way out of this. There isn't. Really, I'm shocked that Jolenta even got away. But we have our monk to thank for that, you guys. We have just, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He's the real main character of this show. He's the GOAT. All right, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm sad. I'm, in a way, happy with how it went. Not happy with how it went, but I'm happy in the way that they carried everything out, because I think the show did a really good job of doing that, even though it was really painful to watch. But yeah, that's about it. That's all. That's all I've got for now. So yeah, but at least Jolenta got away. But what's gonna happen now? I mean, I could see a couple of things happening. Nowak is gonna go back and want blood for this. She's not even gonna, she's just gonna get out of town, not even go to Nowak. I mean, do you think Nowak will even make it out of this? What horrible irony it would be if Nowak didn't even make it out of this. If, like, Nowak and the hunter became the hunted. Like, that would be horribly ironic. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out, you guys. But, really, really great and just horribly sad, but well done episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Such a weird thing to say under these circumstances, but I hope you did. Please be sure to join me next time, because we're still not out of the woods. We still have Jolenta to deal with, and Nowak too, I guess. So please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.